Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Times now gets you the biggest build-up to the exit poll and then poll of polls for West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Assam and Puducherry. It is the election news headquarters, and before we move on, good evening to you from me, Navika Kumar. Joining me tonight on this broadcast is Zaka Jacob, managing editor. Also joining me is Shreya Dhondiyal on the show. Zaka, what do you think? What's happening on the ground?
I think it'll be a clear verdict in all of the states that have gone to polls, whether it's Assam, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Bengal. I think it'll be a decisive verdict. I'd be very surprised if there is a cliffhanger, so to speak. But we have the man of the moment, JVC Sriram. He's still sort of looking into the computer and the numbers. What are the numbers looking like?
Well, we can't go to those numbers just yet. Zip it up till 6:30 because the Election Commission these days is picking up a lot of people, who are not going according to the manual of the Election Commission. So we don't want to be in there. But for now, let me tell you the money is being bet on. And it's always good to get a sense of the Satta Bazaar. Because the Satta Bazaar, people put their money, and when they put their money, they know what's going on. Nobody bets without having a hunch or a understanding of what is happening on the ground. So what really is the Satta Bazaar saying? That is something that we'll take you through over the next few minutes. Remember, in the past, there have been times that the betting circles have been more accurate in their projections than even the pollsters. So before you get your exit polls, we're going to give you a sense of what the Satta Bazaar is saying. But first, let me go across to Shreya. And Shreya, everybody wants to know 90% poll turnout at 5 p.m. in West Bengal. What is Satta Bazaar saying about West Bengal? Do they have a clue of what's happening on the ground? Because clearly, journalists, however experienced they are, pollsters, I don't know. Everybody sweats when it comes to West Bengal.
And I think the Satta Bazaar is sweating as well, because we have three of them. Two are saying one thing and one is saying another thing. So there's a difference of opinion there as well. Where should we start? We should probably start at the biggest of them all, Falori.
West
Bengal, yes, of course. We'll start with West Bengal. And we are starting with Falori, which is based out of Rajasthan. It's the biggest of them all. 148 is the mark that all of us have to keep in mind. 294 is the total number of seats in West Bengal. What is Falori telling us? TMC 140 to 143, BJP 146 to 149, which means extremely.
If anybody had to call this one, Shreya, they would be chewing their nails at this moment. 140 to 143, 146 to 149.
Abhi dekhte hain. Let's see, there are two more to go. So this was Falori, and it is predicting an extremely tight contest between the BJP and the TMC. Let's get you what Delhi and Mumbai are saying as well, because there's a difference of opinion there. Where should we start? I think we should go with Mumbai first. Once again, just take a look. Again, the number that you need to keep in mind is 148. The BJP, 175 to 185, which means that Mumbai is giving it to the BJP. For the TMC, the prediction is 127 to 132, which means that there is a threat to Mamata Didi's stronghold, at least as far as the
Mumbai Satta Bazaar. Please note, Anand Ranganathan, that smile, what does that have to say?
JVC just smiled.
Let's see Delhi then. This is Mumbai. Let's see what Delhi is predicting, and this is Delhi's prediction. Again, I don't need to repeat myself. 148 is the number. What is Delhi Satta Bazaar giving the TMC? 146 to 149, and the BJP is 140 to 143, which means
it's a flip of the Falodi Satta Bazaar in the Delhi Satta Bazaar. And as they say, money doesn't lie. People who put their money don't really lie.
Noida Satta Bazaar.
Noida Satta Bazaar.
We don't have the money to put it on Satta Bazaar.
We are good people with moral and ethical high standards. So we will stick to only analyzing what's there. Let's just begin. Shekhar Iyer, Falodi and Delhi giving it extremely close. Mumbai Satta Bazaar giving it to the BJP.
That's because all the Satta Bazaars are outside Bengal. They have neither anger or
no skin in the game. No skin in the game.
You can't have any Calcutta Satta Bazaar doing this.
Calcutta,
Already Calcutta's Bow Bazaar is worried. What will happen post-elections?
No,
Who
Calcutta
is going to
Satta
come after
Bazaar
them?
has to be on holiday today because they have to go and vote. So there is no Kolkata Satta Bazaar.
This is without fear or anger.
I mean, I don't at all believe
But
any
what's
of
your
this.
sense?
My sense
Is
is
it going
that
to be so close?
I think the Satta Bazaar money comes from people. One is Rajasthan, one is Maharashtra, one is Delhi. All the ecosystem. Look, the BJP is playing it very close. The fantasy here is close, that we get 140. That would be fantastic for them. And then they have a governor who's been bought in very nicely from there. They have so many troops, so they say, we'll stay there. We'll stay there for many.
The irony here is, and JVC can back on this one, when it's a two-horse race, and Bengal is a two-horse race, you will get a almost one-sided election. You'll get a definitive, decisive result. Like we saw in Bengal the last three elections, this time too, even if the BJP were to win, it's not going to be a 146, 148 victory. It's going to be a straight landslide.
That is where there is challenge. The challenge as far as Bengal is concerned, Didi has built a big fortress as far as phase 2 is concerned. In the phase 1, it's been advantage BJP. I'm not going into the numbers, it's advantage BJP. At the same time, for BJP to pierce into the presidency and the demographically tough areas, it's going to be real battle. It's going to be a battle where, as we saw the various attacks and all those stuff. So as a result of which, there is a possibility that something of this kind can happen. I'm not saying it's happening. That we'll know by 6:30.
If these numbers hold true, then we are going to have a round of resort politics.
Operation Lotus.
There is no resort politics. There is no resort politics. There is Amit Shah politics.
Well, I don't know. Andaman Nicobar destination.
And we must also remember that Satta people who are the winners, they don't pay GST, they don't pay income tax. According to the Public Gambling Act of 1867.
Whatever that means, Anand Ranganathan.
Now, I've already said I predict 2 slides and 2 landslides. But I think if you were to look at Bengal seriously and have any inkling of what might happen, of course, it's all conjectures, I would say Assam to jhanki tha, Bengal abhi baki tha. What happened in Assam 10 years ago is possibly going to happen in Bengal now. Nobody thought Assam would go the BJP way. If you look at the demographics, if you look at historically, it had never done so. And the BJP has not just won Assam, it strengthened it. So the fact of the matter is, it's very similar in terms of demography, it's entrenched vote. It was possible in Assam. Nobody thought so. I think this time round...
And also, the BJP's own cadre, not so much in Assam and Bengal, 10 years ago. And suddenly, in 10 years, Niladri Bhattacharya, I want to ask you, in 2016, BJP had 10% of the vote and 3 seats in the assembly. 2026, Satta Bazaar is saying either a BJP government or so close that they are in touching distance.
But Navika, see, you have to understand Assam and Bengal separately. Assam, it was possible because there was one Himanta Biswa Sharma. In Bengal, they don't have...
I'm sorry, Sarbananda Sonowal the first time.
he was the first one.
The first time.
He was the first time.
Himanta was the second time.
But the main player was Himanta Biswa Sharma. You must understand 2016, he shifted.
Was helping out.
He had this Sharada case going on against him, and then he went into the washing machine, got purified, joined, and then BJP came to power in Assam, number 1. Our Adhikari is no Himanta Biswa Sharma, number 1. Number 2, demography and Bengal politics is different from Assam politics. Absolutely different. You cannot, it's like comparing apples and oranges. Bengal, a person, a party, if it is in power, it will use everything in its might to stay back in power. They will use it. That is how Bengal is, because we have seen...
So what you're saying is Assam was Congress government, which does not have the killer instinct, whereas Trinamool Congress does.
Definitely.
In Bengal, and they will try to retain power. Well, what does that tell you, Ashwini Kumar Mishra, about the Congress party? Tum aasani se de dete ho. Gift wrap with a bow.
First of all, Assam is not strengthened in last 10 years. So, Assam ke agar factors देखोगे, they are 26 in per capita income in spite of BJP government Therefore, double इंजन सरकार 8-10 साल से है, 26 रैंक में पर कैपिटा में. If you look, you spoke about border fencing and all. बंगाल का एग्जांपल देते हो, आसाम में भी बीजेपी 10 साल होने के बाद भी बॉर्डर फेंसिंग पूरा बीजेपी ने नहीं किया. Around 80% was done by UP.
So, you know, you're going back to the...
No, I'm not going back.
You're going back to the campaign.
I'm just saying.
Everybody will then turn around and tell you what the High Court said. 8 kilometers is what you have handed over to the BSF and badi baatein suna rahe hain. Don't go to the campaign. Let's look at the results.
सरकार आ रही है, मैं आपको सिर्फ इतना कहना चाह रहा हूं कि आप आसाम को क्लीन चिट हेमंत बिश्व शर्मा मत दो. We are winning Assam as well. And now coming back to Bengal, I think the result shows that we are going to be the kingmakers. We are going to increase number of seats and we are going to be the kingmakers in Bengal as well.
Okay, Ashwini ji, we are giving everything.
There is a very big difference in the history of Assam and Bengal. Assam, there is also a language divide. Assamese Bengali. That is the origin of all this foreigners agitation. Bengal has a different history. Language can unite, even though it is the first partition on the subcontinent. So please, we cannot say that Assam, Bengal is the same. We are not sure. The whole insider-outsider politics in Assam has gone on for years with tribal populations, sometimes Bodo, tea workers. The tea workers were originally...
Congress has raised the insider-outsider even in Bengal. I mean, she's targeted the outsiders like Modi and Amit Shah going and campaigning as well. So that way, insider-outsider.
There's a language divergence.
Yeah,
no?
We also have, I think, Sanjay Jha and Mr. Rajagopalan joining us. So Sanjay Jha, to you first and then Mr. Rajagopalan. Let's also talk about some of the other states, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Sanjay, I mean, the feeling here in the studio seems to be the Congress has given a walkover in Assam. You may be a little lucky in Kerala, who knows. Again, your problems with the DMK in Tamil Nadu, well known. And of course, in Bengal, every time he went there to campaign, Rahul Gandhi was attacking Mamata Banerjee much more than he was attacking the BJP.
No, Zaka, let me just address what you have said about Assam. I mean, Assam, the walkover is absolutely out of the question. I mean, even in the two elections that the BJP has won, the vote share difference has been barely 2 to 3%. In fact, if I remember in the first election that the Congress lost when Mr. Tarun Gogoi lost, the Congress actually had a higher vote share than the BJP. Now, the question in Assam is not, I think the Congress has run a good campaign there. The question is as to how does the 30% or 29% of the vote share it is likely to get converts into seats. It's not a walkover. I think Assam is going to be a function finally about whether the polarization has benefited the government of Himanta Biswa or not.
Okay, before we go to Mr. Rajagopalan and to Radhika Khera, I believe we also have the Tamil Nadu numbers from the Satta Bazaar. The Satta Bazaar is predicting what, Shreya? For the...
Well, we have two Satta Bazaars who are weighing in. So let's start where I think we can start with the Mumbai market. Let's start with Falori first. Yeah, that's the big one to go for. So it seems that as far as Falori is concerned, the DMK, it's comfortable for the DMK, 140 to 143. The AIA DMK plus 45 to 65. TVK between 7 to 9, which means the AIA DMK's graph is appearing to be going down, at least as far as this one Satta Bazaar is concerned. But we have two more, so let's quickly look at the other ones as well. Let's look at Mumbai now. Again, the majority mark here in Tamil Nadu will be 118. The total number of seats is 234. What is the prediction here? Well, again, it seemed, at least as far as the Satta Bazaar is concerned, it seems to be comfortable for the DMK, 145 to 155. AIA DMK plus 45 to 65. Again, TVK 7 to 9, which means
I think Falodi and Mumbai Satta Bazaar are comparing notes. Peep rahe ek dusre ka.
All right.
You have Tirupur
no, we tried to look. We have
a market which understands Tamil Nadu.
Oh,
here they play in lakhs, they play in crores. Crores, yeah.
The
counters will just throw money.
No, but what is Tirupur saying?
No, I will not say. I will not say.
But I am concerned. Satta Bazaar is very fair, reasonable. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, very
selective.
Unfair when it comes to Bengal.
Absolutely predictable answer coming from Mr. S. Balan. Let's get in Radhika Khera.
I want to give a caveat here.
1 minute. Radhika Khera coming in, and Radhika Khera, national spokesperson of the BJP, I want to ask you. West Bengal, the Satta Bazaar giving it very close. Clearly very strong views coming in, and even the Trinamool Congress, and we should break this information. The Trinamool Congress is putting out one detail after the other of how The central forces have been very brutal with the common people. They've mentioned booth number 116, Satgachia Assembly. They've talked about booth number 245, booth number 186. So they have problems with the central armed paramilitary forces. They have problems with the Election Commission. They have problems with the SIR. They have problems with Amit Shah. They have problems with Narendra Modi. They have a lot of problems. Radhika Khera, do you think this shows that they're not going to give up easily?
The only problem that we're seeing in Bengal is the people of Bengal who have been facing problems due to earlier CPI's rule and then Mamata Didi's rule. They gave vote to Mamata Banerjee thinking that she would come with a fresh breath of fresh air, but she was like the gutter air and she literally gagged women. 7 p.m. they're not allowed to go out. We even saw the views that were coming in from the RJ rape victim's mother, where she went to see her booth, where her name was and the BJP symbol was, there was ink smeared, and then TMC goons went on to the level of raising go back slogans. So that is clearly, and we even saw in Bhawanipur, where there has never been any kind of tussle or fights. For the first time in Bhawanipur, people saw clashes happening. So that speaks for itself what is going to happen. This is the last straw that Mamata Banerjee is pulling. Lekin, Navika ji, I have the Satta Bazaar ka reports from the Delhi election and the Bihar election. Even during the Delhi election, what we saw on your channel only, the Delhi Satta Bazaar, the Falodi Satta Bazaar and the Gujarat Satta Bazaar had shown a very close fight, giving Aam Aadmi Party 37 to 39 seats, BJP 32 to 30 seats. And it was going to be a very close fight, but it was not a close fight. We got a comfortable 48 seats and the Aam Aadmi Party 22. In fact, the Falodi Bazaar Satta had even given Congress 1 seat, which I don't think even got any seat Congress ki aisi thi jisme zamanat zabt nahi hui thi. The most recent one was Bihar, where NDA was predicted to get about 135 to 140 seats, and Mahagathbandhan was getting over 100 seats in every Satta Bazaar result. But what was the end result? The Mahagathbandhan only got a mere 35 seats. So if we go by the Satta Bazaar, and this is what they're predicting now, there's going to be a landslide victory for the Bharatiya Janata Party. And even when it comes to Kerala, fourth is not very far away, Navika ji, and I'm sure I'm going to get a chance to sit on your show. The Congress is not even going to win Kerala. It is going to be a repeat of Haryana.
That's not very gracious of you, Radhika Khera. Kerala to unke liye chhod do. I mean, it's not, you want to take it, everything, the cake and the cherry on top, everything. And Satta Bazaar also, Zaka, now being trashed like exit polls and opinion polls. This is unfair. Till the Election Commission's, ban stays, allow us to use some numbers.
In fact, let's see what the Satta Bazaar is saying for Kerala and for Assam. I mean, if what Radhika says is actually right, that Congress ko Kerala bhi nahi milega.
Let's pull up those numbers.
All right. So we've done Tamil Nadu, we've done West Bengal. What about
Kerala?
What about Kerala? Yes. So we'll go with Falodi first, of course. The UDF 76 to 78, the LDF 62 to 64, which means after 10 years the UDF is coming to power. Navika ma'am is smiling. The NDA at 18 to 20, the LDF expected to, lose this time, which means that...
18 to 20 seats.
That's what I was wondering. 18 to 20 seats for the BJP.
Somebody's put gold.
Rajiv Chandrasekhar is setting up this.
Probably now we know that particular Satta Bazaar, all the betting parties are BJP.
Acha, theek hai. Let's see what Mumbai is saying. This is the Mumbai Satta Bazaar. They are again giving it comfortably to the UDF, 78 to 85 there for the UDF, for the LDF 56 to 66, the BJP 2 to 3, which means again they are saying the UDF returning to power.
So after 10 years, Mr. Gopalan, now you'll have to give up government in Kerala and give it to your friends, the Congress party. At least this seems all right to you?
No. The ground reality indicates LDF has edge over UDF. UDF will never come to power in Kerala. Pinayari Vijayan will be the next chief minister.
Now, if this happens, then for the first time in Indian political history, communists will be there only at 2 locations, media and JNU.
Mr. Rajagopalan
This is his daydream.
is also joining us on the Tamil Nadu numbers. I believe we have the Assam numbers as well. We'll come to that in 1 second. Mr. Rajagopalan, on the Tamil Nadu numbers, the Kerala numbers, Tamil Nadu, the Satta Bazaar seems to think the DMK is comfortably coming back.
Jaka, there are 5 Tamilians in this panel. None of them are beginning to believe that DMK is returning to power. At least DMK ministers are going to temple. Vijay went to temple, Siridi, the Murugan temple, etc. Vijay may have a chance, but not the DMK. Even Mr. JVC may put the zip on his face, the mouth, but still he might be surprised about this. Satta Bazaar or Katta Bazaar for BJP, but Mita Bazaar for DMK. I don't think so. DMK will not be, winning the elections. My estimation is 4:1. 4 BJP, 1 Congress, Kerala.
Okay. We have the Assam numbers as well.
We have the Assam numbers as well. Let's quickly pull them up. This is what is being predicted for Assam from the Mumbai markets. Again, total number of seats in the state, 126. The majority mark is 64, which we all need to keep in mind. At least as far as Mumbai is concerned, they're giving it to the BJP very comfortably, 85 to 92. The Congress at 34 to 38, which means the BJP's dominance remains intact.
If that happens, hat-trick Rashid Kidwai in Assam for the BJP, what does that mean to you?
Well, I think it will be a huge setback for the Congress because there they have a youth leader in Gaurav Gogoi. But delimitation has played real spoiler as far as the Congress is concerned. Congress has not been able to get its match together in Assam.
Okay. Delimitation, the culprit, Sabha?
No, I don't think that the Congress... It's just Gaurav Gogoi is also leading the party in parliament. I just don't think... I think there is a problem with the hunger in the stomach.
Power and the hunger
fighting
in the
power and the, So there is a problem. Of course, it's bad for the Congress and they would not like it. But delimitation is, of course, a factor. But that you cannot, there are other factors also. I just don't think.
If this holds, as far as Assam is concerned, it means Congress under Gaurav Gogoi refused to do what his father did. Tarun Gogoi always acknowledged the problem of illegal migrants, tracing from Rahul Gandhi's accord with Assam students, Rajiv Gandhi's accord in 1985. And this is the first election where Congress has refused to recognize the big elephant in the room, that to Assamese elephant. Not even an invisible.
I'm only interested in one question. What happens to Pawan Khera if these are the results? Anand
Ranganathan. Even otherwise, he has been told to surrender there.
I think Rahul Gandhi, whenever he goes, always takes the aisle seat. Now the middle seat also would be occupied.
Okay, JVC, how seriously do you take these numbers? We're talking about betting, we're talking about the fact that people put their money. But are these serious numbers or will you trash them like Radhika Khera?
No, see, I think, as far as Assam numbers are concerned, probably it looks fine. And I would disagree with Sabha Naqvi here because I think it's not the delimitation. It is a redrawing of the boundaries. I remember in 2007, 2008, when Karunanidhi was the CM, what he did was he manufactured a lot of assembly constituencies. In fact, Chennai South, where even former President Mr. Venkatraman had won, what happened was demographically, there was Mylapore, T Nagar, where a Brahmin candidate can easily win. Now he injected Soring and Allur, one constituency he created. This guy's got 7 lakhs population, voters. And largest constituency by population in the entire Tamil Nadu, where huge slums. So what he did was, here 20,000 Brahmins, there 20,000 Brahmins, then 1 lakh people who favor DMK. Now likewise in Assam it has happened. I can tell you there are several districts where it is impossible, literally impossible for Congress to go past 40 seats. They would not agree. They went to Supreme Court, could not get it in favor. Let's face it, demographically it is disadvantage for NDA in Assam. But the way he has conducted the redrawing, it has turned out to be the boon for BJP.
So you are saying they fixed the delimitation, Zaka? Is that what they are trying to say? the
Area.
Gerrymandering.
You know, the area, the constituencies, and that's been the charge of the
So it has been
opposition.
done by DMK. And
done-
UPA too.
Redrawing the map.
UPA too.
At least every
The left has done it.
Left has done it.
an exercise which favors the government.
Guruvayur,
That is what we
Guruvayur temple,
I think-
Guruvayur temple where you will see a lot of Nambudris, and BJP would not even get 12%, 14%. Why? Because a lot of Muslim areas were attached by the same UDF and LDF. When UDF, LDF, Karnataka did it, it is right.
So it's
When
very
Amit Shah Modi
interesting.
does it, it is wrong. That's wrong.
It's very
So
interesting.
you win some, you lose some, Sabha.
It's very interesting. He's very worried about the Brahmins of Tamil Nadu. Fine, I get
No,
it.
I'm not only
But
talking
the
about Brahmins
point
of
is,
Tamil Nadu. I'm talking about everybody.
delimitation was the big bill which was defeated right now, because what JVC is suggesting is that delimitation, any government that comes to power can just do it. And BJP has already been accused in the very sensitive area of Jammu and Kashmir of doing a delimitation to increase the clout of Jammu
versus the
and
value.
versus Kashmir with a larger ideological goal in mind. So these are very serious issues, and there is supposed to be a commission to look into this. But there is no doubt with the centre, the double engine Sarkar, Himanta Biswa Sarma did do it. Not only that, he did one more thing. Some of the demolitions of homes of minority communities were designed to send them to another area so that they leave a particular seat. That was also done with a targeted.
Okay, we have about 4 minutes before we give JVC's numbers out. Let's get the final one, the smallest state that is going to polls this time around, Puducherry. Let's see what the numbers are there.
This is the Mumbai market, Zaka. So this is the one that we'll be putting out. 30 seats. Majority mark is 16. What is the prediction as far as Mumbai is concerned? NDA 15 to 18, DMK plus Congress 14 to 17, TVK a few seats, few kitna we don't know. So a neck-to-neck race.
Well, okay, resorts again in business in Puducherry. Let me take this question to Sanjay Jha. And Sanjay Jha, whether it is delimitation, whether it is election commission, whether it is CAPF, you know, the opposition has a litany of complaints. But would you want to today actually compliment the fact that people in Bengal have come out in huge numbers and voted 90% at 5 p.m., likely to go up even further, 92 or 93% voting in the first phase, and actually no lives being lost in Bengal. Huge achievement.
Oh, absolutely. And I think hats off to the people of Bengal for always being politically very enlightened and active. In fact, that's one of the unique features of Bengal politics. But, Navika, I think it's important to also make this very categorical, that you can't say whether it is the Election Commission, whether it is the SIR. These are, I think, fundamental seminal questions on the future of India's democracy. If the independent body, which is meant to create an environment for a fair election, has been taken to the Supreme Court, is not trusted by the opposition, I think that is a warning sign that the health of Indian democracy is fragile and debilitating by the day. And whatever the outcome of the election, I think we should be concerned about the future of India as a democratic institution.
Radhika Khera, would you want to respond to that?
I'm feeling sorry for the Congress that they have to come out every election and defend this kind of result, and then they come up with the same stories ki ye kar diya, wo kar diya, and everybody's talking about ye delimitation kar diya, aise kar diya, this is against it. Bhai, angur khatte hain, naach nahi aata, aangan teda hai. Why don't you ask Rahul Gandhi to go down on the ground? Navika ji, the writing is on the wall. Rahul Gandhi has already accepted defeat in all the states. Before me, after me, I'm sorry, when the speaker was speaking after me, I'm giving Kerala also to Congress, but Rahul Gandhi has already ceded defeat there. He's already in Nicobar, not coming back on the 4th on his holiday. If he was winning Kerala, he would be back here in Delhi, but he is not interested. You have a person leading the opposition, leading the Congress party, who is not interested in politics. And then his,
let him take a holiday, yaar. Why are you begrudging him a holiday? Itna, matlab, he's worked hard in the campaign. He's a heat and dust. ठीक है, मतलब दो चार दिन छुट्टी के लिए चले गए.
Yeah, and maybe, just maybe he's back for the celebrations and take credit for it.
Factual point, because he's talking about delimitation. BJP won Assam twice in landslide before delimitation happened. So let's get that fact right. Understand?
This question is,
Do you agree with that or
you
not?
were telling delimitation cannot favor the government, and now you yourself is telling that it's
BJP
favoring the
won
Assam
2
government.
landslides.
So at least
I think we can go to the
Please
first
get your
numbers
facts right.
now. We can go to the first numbers. We're going to start. Yeah, we've got 30 seconds. So we're going to
Countdown begins. Oh my God. You know, edgy. And we're going to pick up the Tamil Nadu numbers first, or Assam numbers first, or Kerala numbers first. Gentlemen, any preferences?
Bengal?
Puducherry.
Well, Bengal, you know, voting is till 6 p.m. So
knowing
give JVC
Navika
some-
Bengal, she will keep last.
Tamil Nadu.
Why do you say that? Am I so predictable?
I would say
most
Tamil
tension
Nadu
one.
because Vijay is an interesting guy and people are interested in what happened because it's a new force.
Well,
let's say Tamil Nadu.
currently he's in shady, but let's also look at the map of how the Prime Minister actually toured in these elections. And it's interesting to see on just how hard he works. I mean, he's been all over the state polls, whether it is Assam, whether it is Tamil Nadu, whether it is West Bengal. The energy levels that we've seen from the Prime Minister, he just doesn't tire. And on one side, on the other side is the opposition. Well, the first numbers coming up. Well, okay, in just about 5 seconds. Okay, Assam.
And we are starting with Assam. A for
Yes.
Assam. All right. We'll go region-wise. This is Upper Assam. Total number of seats 34 there. The NDA 23 to 29. The Congress 5 to 11. Not a great showing. And the others are at a 0 under. Ducks.
Upper
Triple ducks.
Assam. Okay, next region.
This is Upper Assam. Lower Assam. Total number of seats 40 here. The NDA 30 to 35. The Congress 4 to 6. And the others, well, 1 to 3, which means clearly this is going to Himanta Biswa Sarma. What about Central Assam? Total number of seats 32. The NDA at 26 to 27. The Congress 5 to 6. The others 0. It seems there has been very little fight or almost no fight in Assam. So that's Assam for you. Those are the Assam numbers for you. Hills and the Barak Valley, total number of seats 20. Again, neck to neck here. Yeah, that's a tie. Neck to neck. NDA 9 to 10. Congress 9 to 10. So that is neck to neck. What about the vote share? It will be interesting to see the vote share before we actually get to the numbers. Total number of seats 126. Vote share. NDA 48, the Congress at 38, which means the NDA slightly bettering its numbers from last time. I think 1%, the others getting 14%.
Gap in vote shares, and that is humongous. 48% for the NDA, 38% for the Congress and alliance parties, and just about 14% for the others. Not terribly a three-way contest.
So the overall numbers?
And the overall numbers coming up on your screens for Assam.
No surprise here. I think there is no surprise when it comes to the overall numbers. The total number of seats 126.
All right.
88 to 101. I think the story finishes there.
88 to 101. So Himanta Biswa Sarma, and it's a hat-trick for the BJP in Assam if these numbers of the exit polls come true.
Breaking news, Navika ji. Gaurav Gogai is probably trailing.
In his own constituency.
In his own constituency of Jorhat.
Okay, now that's a big one. That's a big
It's
one.
not in a big fight. It's
You
not
know,
in a big
JVC, if these results do not hold, you will take all the blame.
Yeah,
Times
definitely.
now will take none because as it is, we are not very favorites with some political parties. And
All
if you
political
say,
parties.
with all political parties, that doesn't make us.
I think you can say Mr. Khera is gone with the wind.
No, that's, I don't want
He'll
you
come to
be
Telangana.
gone.
He'll come to Hyderabad.
But
He'll come to Hyderabad. We'll give him a shelter.
Sabha Naqvi, probable 88
Yeah,
to 101. You believe this is the way
I don't
it's going
think
to
there
be
was
stacked?
much of a fight. I heard, look, there was the most interesting versions that I heard was that there were sections of the old BJP, pre-Himanta, you may have also heard that, who were actually unhappy with him. And that in this election, unless the BJP itself cut the BJP, this was, I'm just sharing anecdotes which analysts put out, and that was one way, because he was, first of all, he's a Brahmin, which is a first, he's not a tribal, he's not a Ahom, all of this was in the wind. But I somehow just felt he he was going to make it, and the
So
Congress...
Sarbananda Sonowal, the original,
much more gentlemanly.
The first time, then Himanta Biswa Sarma
But
consolidating.
just one more thing. Let us, even though Sarbananda won, he was made the chief minister, and I remember Himanta's face at that time, because Himanta opened the gateways of the Northeast to the Bharatiya Janata Party. They took their time giving him the chief ministership, but he was there. And the other way, so he has a very important role.
Let's go across. Let's go across to our panelists joining this broadcast. There is Mr. Kalita joining us from the AIUDF. Also joining us is Kamruzaman Chaudhary of the Congress Party. Mr. Kalita, 88 to 101 to the NDA, 23 to 33 to the Congress Party. That's the way Assam looks at the moment. Do you agree with these results? And do you think the Congress is somewhere or the other losing the plot if the BJP actually gets a hat-trick in Assam?
देखिए मैं अंग्रेजी में इतना कंफर्टेबल नहीं हूं, मैं इसलिए हिंदी में
आप हिंदी में बोलिए सर।
चलेगा?
चलेगा, दौड़ेगा।
चलो ठीक है। देखिए जो आपने दिखाया 88 से 101, ये थोड़ा एग्जेजरेट है। 88 तक ठीक है, 85, 88 ये हम लोग का भी एक्सपेक्टेशन है। और जहां तक आपने पूछा कांग्रेस के बारे में, इस बार बहुत बढ़िया चांस था। यहाँ लोगों का गुस्सा था, लोग असंतुष्ट थे, लेकिन बीजेपी बुरा खेल के भी इसीलिए जीत रही है क्योंकि कांग्रेस को खेलना ही भूल गया। इसलिए कांग्रेस यहाँ जो टीना फैक्टर है, देयर इज नो अल्टरनेटिव, ये टीना फैक्टर काम कर गई। कांग्रेस के नीचे जो इनका ऑर्गेनाइजिंग जो मैकेनिज्म नेटवर्क टोटली विध्वस्त, टोटली वो नहीं था, नहीं की बराबर है। इसीलिए यहाँ बहुत बढ़िया एक चांस था कि बीजेपी को यहाँ से हटाने के लिए लोगों में असंतुष्ट था, लेकिन कांग्रेस बड़ी पार्टी है, वो आगे से जैसे लीड करना चाहिए था उनको लीड करना नहीं आया। एंड ऑफ द डे जो आपका चेयरमैन है कैंपेन कमेटी का भूपेन बोरा, वो चला गया। जो मैनिफेस्टो कमेटी का चेयरमैन है प्रद्युत पोडोलो, ईस्ट 26 इलेक्शन का, वो भी 11th आवर में चला गया। तो ये सब मिलके एक जो माहौल बना था एंटी बीजेपी, उस माहौल को वो कंसोलिडेट नहीं कर पाया और इसीलिए
Kamruzaman Chaudhary, opportunity was there, but the Congress really could not get its act together, says Mr. Kalita. And the fact that two very, very senior exits from the Congress party and Gaurav Gogoi probably not being able to galvanize the cadres, almost evident, people are saying here. What do you think the Congress could have done better?
Three factors, Navika. First one that I will go about here is, there is no state in India which is much more polarized than Assam as of now on communal lines. Factor number one. Factor number two, just before the elections, there were serious allegations brought in by Himanta Biswa Sarma against our topmost leader in Assam, that is Gaurav Gogoi ji, linking him with anti-national elements in Pakistan, using his family to discredit Gaurav Gogoi out there. Third factor that I consider out here is Himanta Biswa Sarma's iron grip over some of the Congress's leaders. Prior to that, you must have seen some 7 to 8 Congress MLAs had voted against the Congress in the Rajya Sabha elections, though all of them got tickets from the BJP during these elections. Even Bhupen Boraji or Pradyut Bordoloi, these were top leaders. Somehow or the other, they were compromised all along. Delimitation is another factor that has helped Himanta Biswa Sarma like anything. On the night of 2022, 31st December, if I am not wrong, Himanta Biswa Sarma called a cabinet meeting in Delhi, abolished 4 districts, which were supposed to be, the delimitation was supposed to start from the 1st of January 2023, and at least 40 to 45 constituencies were divided in such a way that Himanta Biswa Sarma's core polarized voters were distributed across this
Mr. Chaudhary, you know, the other factor for the division of the anti-BJP or anti-incumbent vote, the Muslim vote, if you look at lower Assam, 30 to 35 has gone to the NDA, only 4 to 6 to the Congress. the others have also taken away a substantial chunk in terms of vote share. About 14 to 15% has gone to the others, which means the AIUDF, other parties. So that you can't blame the BJP for.
Obviously, the Congress is not able to hold their ground. You can blame the whole world, but actually the Congress is not able to hold their ground. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, please respond.
No, Zaka, to respond to your others, it's a hill region seats that account for the others, the BPL and the UPPL and the other.
No, the AIUDF is all. You were in alliance last election. This election, you're not in alliance.
AUDF will not be winning even a single seat in Assam. The people of Assam have rejected UDF because of their obviously communal rhetorics like Hemanta Biswa Sharma.
Okay,
if something
Rashid.
has got,
Zaka, there are two things. Zaka, there are two things.
In 2 seats, Congress has put candidates in those seats where Rajor Dal is contesting. What is stopping them from bringing UPPL into the alliance? You are not able to win on your own. Neither are you honoring your alliance partners. You are doing what you did in Bihar. You are doing what you're doing in Tamil Nadu, and the results will be obvious.
Well, to my mind, what Kamruzaman Chaudhary says, the biggest admission here, Radhika Khera was smiling away there. The biggest admission is that he has conceded Assam. He has given 5 reasons, and on exit poll day, he has conceded Assam to the BJP, and I can't, begin to fathom why Radhika Khera can't stop smiling, because de diya hai aapko. And now the reason he is giving is that serious charges were made against Gaurav Gogoi to discredit him. Well, they paid Himanta Biswa Sarma and his wife in the same coin only. Their charges did not seem to have substance, and the Supreme Court.
One small point I want to make before Radhika comes in. Many people already, Kamruji has stated this, that delimitation is to do with this. As I say, for the umpteenth time, I remind people that BJP won 2 previous landslides before delimitation happened. This is the one landslide after delimitation.
It's a big landslide.
Absolutely. And please note that fact, Sanjay Jha, Kamruzaman Chaudhary, but Radhika Khera, please respond.
It's becoming the other state where the Congress is going away.
Navika ji, I was looking at the 29th April. On 29th April 2021, the exit polls that your channel showed. That time, NDA was given 65 seats, Congress 59, and the result was NDA got 75 and the Congress got 50. And if we go to the most recent Bihar election, over there also, the JVC exit poll had predicted 135, 150 for NDA and 88 approximately for the Mahagathbandhan. But obviously, the Bharatiya Janata Party got more than what was predicted, 10 more as per your survey in 2021, and even in Bihar we got more. So I am very happy with the reports that are coming, the exit polls, and going by the history, we are going to end up getting more seats. Mark my words, the Congress is not going to cross more than 20 seats in Bihar. What will be interesting to see is that who will the blame go to? Whether
Bihar hangover chhod dijiye. Radhika Khera ji, Bihar hangover chhod dijiye. Assam is what you meant. And if you're going to threaten us, we'll say 126 le lo bhai, ladai mat karo bhai.
Rashid.
Just 10 seconds. I'm only inquisitive about the fact that who will get the blame for Assam? Will it be Gaurav Gogoi, or Gaurav Gogoi will put the blame on Pawan Khera?
She was chairperson of the screening committee, and many people close to her, that being Bhupesh Baghel and DK Shivkumar, who were observers.
So all this while everybody was blaming Rahul Gandhi, now they are blaming Priyanka Gandhi.
No, I'm not saying it's not a question of blame. I'm saying if these numbers hold true, then that will be Bhuvar Jiten Singh. All those people who were there micromanaging Assam election were considered close to Priyanka Gandhi. Who
chose Gaurav Gogoi to go from Parliament to go to Assam and as the state unit chief and lead the campaign?
I think there was a unanimity because, then otherwise you said they're going with a jaded face. Gaurav at least represented...
that face was supposed to be Rupun Bora, who left the Congress on the eve of the election and went and joined the BJP.
Also, Zaka, what they're not, conceding here is Bipin Bora, when he left, he tried to speak to Rahul Gandhi. And
he didn't get an audience.
And he didn't get an audience. So, you can't just blame Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and say that nobody else is at fault.
Himanta Biswa Sarma, he was the deputy to Tarun Gogoi.
Absolutely.
And I have met them both together at one point, and he was a deputy, and he left, he got annoyed because he thought that Gaurav Gogoi came back from wherever he was, and now that Tarun Gogoi, 15 years chief minister, is going to promote his son. And then he comes, and I remember sitting here in one of those election results, and Hemanta narrates a story that he went to see Rahul Gandhi.
The piddi.
The biscuits is put there, and the dogs eat the biscuits. Do you remember that?
Yeah, piddi the dog.
So we have now the poll of polls, other polls also. Let's see what the poll of polls is saying for Assam. Yeah.
Almost exactly the same. This is poll diary, which is saying 86 to 101 for the NDA, for the Congress 15 to 26, AIUDF 2 to 5, almost the same there. The poll of polls, which means, again, it's very clear. The story is very clear.
I know. You know, the Congress is faring worse. Ashwini ji, number to dekh lijiye, niche kyun dekh
No, I think this is...
शर्माइए मत, घबराइए मत. 23 to 33 JVC ने दिया है. दूसरा पोल तो 15 to 26 दे रहा है.
Exit poll 400 में से एक आदमी से बात करते हैं and predict the results. I think this is too premature to talk about it. Wait for 4th May. Because there has been ample number of issues in Assam. उसमें से जुबिंदा का एक केस था, migrants का issue है, बहुत सारे issues हैं, and there is an anti-incumbency as well.
But so one issue that Anand Ranganathan put to bed was the issue of delimitation. BJP has won 2 elections.
No, but delimitation is benefiting. Everyone is agreeing that delimitation is benefiting the government. That's pretty much everyone is agreeing.
They have won 2 elections even without delimitation.
They did, but this time,
it's time to go to the next state. Kerala is the next state. Over to you, Shreya.
NDA is its success based on poaching and hijacking. Poaching and hijacking of cadres and leaders. See, Hemanta was a product of Congress.
Please lock up your MLAs and candidates better. Buy better locks.
Poaching and hijacking.
No.
Okay.
How many of the UDF have you poached, Mr. Balan, this time round?
We're going to the Kerala numbers. Kerala numbers, Shreya.
Yeah, let's go to the... All right, we are again doing this region-wise, Navika. We are going with South Kerala first. Total number of seats, 53. The LDF at 30. This is the vote share. 38.2% vote share for the LDF. For the UDF, 35.8%. The NDA, 19.2%, and others at 6.8%. Does this... does this picture change in other parts of the states? Let's
look at the seats here.
Let's look at the seats here. Total number of seats, 53. This is South Kerala. LDF, 24 to 31. The UDF, 19 to 26. The NDA, 2 to 3. And others are getting nothing. Quickly, just let's take a broader view of where the state is going. Central Kerala, total number of seats, 55. This is the vote share we are looking at now. 37.35% to the LDF, the UDF at 42.34%, the NDA at 18.08%, and others at 2.23%. What about the seats? How does this translate into seats? LDF 17, the UDF 35 to 37, the NDA 1 to 3, the others at nothing. All right. Now, let's also now look at North Kerala. It may be a good point to look at North Kerala. Total number of seats, 32. Just the vote share right now. LDF, 37.43. UDF, 43.75. The NDA at 15.55. And the others at 3.25. Should we take a look? Should we take a look at North Kerala? We've already done that. The seats now, 32. LDF 11 to 13%, UDF 18 to 21%, the NDA possibly 1, others at 0. So this is where the seats are going as far as North Kerala is concerned, according to JVC, of course.
So South Kerala, the Congress is still, the left is still holding ground, but in central and north part of Kerala, the Congress is taking over. Mr. Balan, you seem to be disappointed.
No. It will be proved false. It's based on predictions out of their own fertile imagination.
This is your imagination, JVC, please.
No. See, let's understand one thing. As far as South Kerala is concerned, it's been a left bastion. In fact, Thiruvananthapuram, you had a mayor, and now BJP has come in. So, as far as South Kerala is concerned, LDF will perform very well, but UDF is not doing well. But a lot of LDF's votes are moving towards NDA. That is where NDA is gaining, as far as South Kerala.
Left to right.
See, they would say when red fades, Ravika ji, when red fades, it becomes saffron. Okay. In Central Kerala, I have a point here to make in Central Kerala.
When saffron fades, it becomes green.
No, in Central Kerala, what happened was BJP has been a party of untouchables. Nobody would touch that party even with a barge pole. Now a party called T20 party. That party is run by a businessman who runs a group of garments. And in Ernakulam, they have a lot of strength. So from nowhere in Central Kerala, from zero, NDA is now at 1 to 3 seats. Now that's because of the alliance that has been forged by Rajiv Chandrasekhar.
T20.
T20.
It almost seems like a cricket team to
but
me.
A lot of Christian community.
Sanjay Jha, if the Congress ends up winning Kerala as
don't count your chicken before they hatch.
But you have given these
numbers. See the final number.
Let's look at the overall number for the state. For the entire state.
I have something to say before you can go to Sanjay Jha. Give me a minute.
Okay, overall numbers.
Let's just take a look at the overall numbers. Number of seats, 140. The LDF 52 to 61, the UDF 72 to 84. So it seems the UDF is walking away with it. NDA 3 to 7. And yes, JVC.
Okay, magic number is 71.
The tail. You have given them
magic number is 71.
Correct.
Now, even in 2011, UDF got same number 72. What if that 72 slips to 69?
What if that 72 slips to 84?
Then I would say, great job to Satishan, who has done a fantastic job and he's winning.
What about K.C. Venugopal?
K.C. Venugopal. Because of K.C. Venugopal, only they are at 72. If it is Satishan, it will be 86.
Rashid Kidwai.
I think if these numbers hold true, then I think there will be a lot of relief in the Congress, because many people in the central AICC, they would want to see Mr. K.C. Venugopal, who's a party general secretary in charge of organization, to go as chief minister, not so much Satishan. So in the Congress, actually, internal politics plays a very big role. And that is where, it's always Shashi Tharoor and Ramesh Chennanthala and Satishan and, of course, K.C. Venugopal. So the choice of chief minister is going to create a lot of problems and a lot of bad blood.
Lot of bad blood? But will they win and lose it, or will they win and form
in Kerala,
the government?
thankfully for the Congress, there is no Ayaram, Gayaram. They're not going to be this kind of, split and people leaving the UDF to join the LDF. That's very unlikely.
That's unlike.
But to be fair, I mean, in the last 5 years, Satishan is the leader of the opposition. He's the one who really took the attack to Pinarayi Vijayan, exposed him in the assembly.
But it's Mr. K.C. Venugopal who's there always within 20 meters of Rahul Gandhi.
Well, he's not an MLA. If the Congress wins and if a majority of MLAs support him, then he'll have to go. He'll have to fight a by-election and win. But let me go across to Sanjay Jha. Sanjay, so, Kerala used to have alternating governments for every 5 years. That changed in the last election in 2021. This time, there were some people in the left who were talking about a third term for Pinarayi Vijayan. This must be comforting news for you that the UDF and the Congress finally have one state where you're coming back to power. And, let's not forget, Priyanka Gandhi is an MP from Kerala. Mr. Rahul Gandhi was an MP from Wayanad before in the last term. So, yeah, there's some affinity with that state as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, Zaka. I think the Kerala victory, even if a lot of people believe that it should happen because, one, there were many questions being asked of the CPM government. But the bottom line is that trends were pretty obvious. If you go back to the Lok Sabha election results of 2024, it was a clean sweep really by the UDF. I think they got 18 seats. So the trend was pretty obvious, even if you can say that the two elections are voted on different criteria. Bottom line, the Congress has a resurrection. It was, again, creating its own leadership dynamics, unfortunately. But end of day, I think Kerala is also sending out a message to the BJP that it is not a state that is going to entertain its divisive agenda and give it any scale. They operate within a certain vote bank. And I think the BJP is getting a very categorical message from Kerala that no matter how many experiments they have done, and they have tried very hard to polarize Kerala, Kerala is keeping its gates very, very strong. The guardrails of secularism is still alive. To me, that is the big news emerging.
Poll that has come in for Kerala, and that is P. Mark. And P. Mark also gives it much closer between LDF and UDF. It's 71 to 79 for the UDF, and it is, on the other hand, slightly more close for the LDF, more 69, 62 to 69. That's rather close. And Anand, do you think that can change things?
Yes, it can. But if it goes the UDF's way, then let me say for the first time in 70 years, India would have its political landscape without a left
Communist
government.
Mukt Bharat.
Yeah, it would be communist Mukt Bharat for the first time in 70 years. But you know what Sanjay keeps on harping...
Not a Congress Mukt Bharat.
Not a Congress Mukt Bharat.
Well, Shekhar Iyer wants to come in. Rajagopalanji coming to you. Shekhar.
Well, this election, we will have to also take it into how the communities have responded to this election. It's a big factor. You are showing North Kerala, where the UDF has done very well. That's largely because of the Muslim League. But what has happened in central and southern Kerala is the Christian votes have got divided between the LDF and the Congress. That is why some of the exit polls are showing very close contests. Because what has happened is the polarization has happened between the Muslim vote and Christian vote also, not just the Hindu vote.
Correct.
Because that is why you are seeing, and you saw it during the corporate municipal elections. The UDF swept the north, largely because of Muslim League's role. And in the Congress, if the Congress still manages to hold a lot of seats in central and south, that is in spite of the fact there were a lot of issues about the candidate selections and about three leaders. We are talking of Satishan and Venugopal. What about Ramesh Chanitala?
Yeah.
And all the three happen to belong to one community.
Well, that's the poll numbers for Kerala, and you can see the average number because two more polls have come in. Vote Vibe, PMark and People's Pulse. It's 57 to 66 to the LDF, UDF 72 to 82, close. But the UDF taking the advantage, Mr. Gopalan, Communist Mukt Bharat
But
zero
the
to
fact
BJP.
remains, Kerala state is BJP, NDA, Mukta Kerala.
Okay.
BJP, NDA, Mukta West Bengal.
Okay.
BJP,
So
NDA,
you
Mukta
may
Tamil
lose,
Nadu.
you may lose, but
We will
BJP,
not lose.
BJP should not win is what you want to
Election
say.
is not ultimate to the communists.
Mr. Santosh Kumar joining in.
Mr. Santosh Kumar of the CPI is now joining us. So Pranay Vijayan doesn't seem like he will get another term, Mr. Santosh. Was this on expected lines, the UDF coming back?
No, see, we are still hopeful of retaining the government in Kerala. And let me tell you, be patient till 4th of May. How can you replace the exit poll results with the actual results? This has gone many
once
times.
again. The direction in which the state has moved, you can quibble with the numbers, but directionally, 5 polls are suggesting that Mr. Vijayan is out, UDF will come to power.
Let me add just one sentence. What happened in Madhya Pradesh, the exit poll predictions in 2023 was completely in favor of the Congress party. And you know what happened? And what happened in Chhattisgarh? And what happened in other states? So this has proven wrong many times.
Okay.
So don't be so enthusiastic in declaring a communist Mukt India.
We are not declaring, sir. We are all going to wait till the 4th of May along with you. But Radhika Khera wants to come in. Radhika?
Navika, as long as JSU is there, you can't have communist Mukt India.
Radhika Khera.
Navika ji, the Congress party is like Kalidas. Jis dal pe baithte hai, usi ko kaatte hai. We will see a repeat of Haryana. Why? Because there are too many leaders who want to become the chief minister, because of which there are people in Kerala who don't want KC Venugopal to come there. Having said that, the Congress leader, Mr. Sanjay Jha, I think was talking about, I think someone on the show was talking about how KC Venugopal might go there, people want him to go there. They have another problem coming up in the face of Seninthala, who's from Tamil Nadu and is going to be one of the reasons why Congress party collapsed over there. But having said that, what is going to be interesting to see is that the tussle between kaun Mukhyamantri banega aur us wajah se hara denge, despite the fact that Kerala is a state that saved Rahul Gandhi from embarrassment from being out of Lok Sabha. Till date, Rahul Gandhi cannot speak 2 words in Malayali, let alone his sister, and his sister has a track record. ठीक है, आज वो जीत के आ गई हैं, but where elections are concerned, whether it was UP, whether it was Assam, everywhere she goes, the Congress loses.
Okay,
I am telling you, it is
Mr.
going to be a
Rajagopalan
repeat
wants to make a
of
point quickly before we go to the next state in 2 minutes. Yeah, Mr. Rajagopalan.
The point is, Jaka, it's not vote chori, it is gold chori which brought Congress to power. Gold chori is a major one, because in every temple golds have been taken. Now instead of that, Indian National Congress has become SIC, South Indian Congress. There is no Congress in North India.
No, there is Himachal Pradesh, Rajagopalan ji, there is, a Congress government in...
One important point, I think Sanjay touched on it. I'm afraid, let's not patronize our voters who are brilliant, who are the ones who actually vote governments in and out of power. Now, when Sanjay says, well, I'm happy at least that Kerala is, BJP was trying to divide and polarize there are states that have voted BJP and 5 years later they voted Congress. Voters are not polarized so that they vote a non-polarizing party 1 year and 5 years later another polarizing party. So let's not patronize them. Let's go by what work was conducted by the people in power.
Well, I just want everyone to look at some numbers here. While UDF is taking the advantage, look at the lower side of these numbers in the range that we have. Yeah. One poll giving 72, 70, 71 and 75.
The reason is because, Navika ji, is LDF and UDF comes together to defeat BJP. That is the thing which happens. And it has been happening every time. And you will not believe that Manjeshuram, it's located in the northern Kasargod district. The guy, Surendran, lost by 87 votes once. Lost by 800 votes once. Because what happens is, for UDF to win, last half an hour to 45 minutes, communist guys will go and vote for Muslim League to ensure. So this is what happens. If they indulge in such practices, BJP may be zero. But none of these friends will get the majority.
So let me
because they're playing into each other.
No, I'm just saying, and Sabha, please look at these lower range numbers. If and the average is 72, remember 71 is the halfway mark. If they were to be, exit polls has a margin of error. If they were to be even 2 or 3 below this number, what happens? And welcome, Madhav.
Welcome. Talked about everything, and we've also talked about JVC sees that it's all about defeating the BJP, which is you see. But we've also not mentioned Shashi Tharoor, the in-out congressman of the South Thiruvananthapuram MP, who media loves him. So we've not mentioned him.
He was the most preferred campaigner.
Yes. He was most sought after.
I'm making a point here. I'm saying that there has been confusion over where he's going. And in Trivandrum is where the BJP suddenly made an appearance. There has been some ambiguity.
Well, the Congress internal battles are part of folklore and have, they haven't needed people from outside to defeat them. They do it themselves. A very Atmanirbhar party in bringing itself down with the tug of war going in there. But Madhav Das Gopalakrishnan here, one word on Kerala before we move to the other. Yours?
I think yes, I did visit Kerala during the 3 poll-bound states I visited. One was Kerala, the other was Tamil Nadu, and of course West Bengal. I think this is pretty much on lines with the kind of reports, with the kind of word I got speaking to various political leaders and journalists as well. This is the kind of outcome. 70 to 80 is broadly what everyone had told me as far as what UDF is expected to do. But the interesting battle will not be the LDF versus UDF battle, but what will happen within the Congress after this election. Ramesh Chennitala, will it be VD Sadeshan or will it be KC Venugopal who's parachuted down? I think that's going to be the interesting point.
Shashi Tharoor not in the mix.
Shashi Tharoor would have been in the mix if he wasn't taking those positions which are so close to the
I'm just
BJP.
saying add one more because he's also within the Congress. Popular outside the Congress, but within the Congress raises hackles.
A lot of Congress leaders told me
but it's time to go to the big state, Tamil Nadu, because that's where everybody is focused on. There has been a bittersweet alliance between the DMK and the Congress party and the big Tamil Nadu question coming up, will AIA-DMK come back or will DMK hold on for the third? Well, over to you, Madhav.
Well, absolutely. And in fact, let's look at it region-wise. And this is very important because the north and the western regions of Tamil Nadu are where AIADMK is expected to do very well. The total seats in the northern part of Tamil Nadu, this is where, Edapalani Palaniswamy is showing that he has 43 to 46 as per JVC's poll. DMK not doing so well, 27 to 32 over here. This is, of course, DMK plus allies. And the TVK expected to pick up 8 to 10 seats. Now, this includes the region of Chennai ostensibly, and that's where the TVK is also expected to pick up a few seats. And therefore, if you look at it from the northern Tamil Nadu perspective, it is 43 to 46 for the AIDMK plus, of course, includes the BJP.
Madhav, can I add something here? Yes. So what has happened is Patali Makkal Katchi, which is a one-year-based outfit, completely is backing Edapadi and Anboni Ramdas, the young leader. He has a stiff with the father. Entire cadre was waiting for the voting day. Number two, the SC leader called Tol Tirumavalar, who won 4 MLA seats last time. This time he's going to just get 1 seat, or 0 to 1 will be the tally. What has happened is he has been completely ill-treated. He asked for 15 seats. He was given 8 seats. He did not want Vijayakant's wife to come in. She got just 0.40, as a result of which in northern Tamil Nadu, excluding Chennai, the one-year belt, literally the one-year belt, that for whom only he gave 10.5% internal reservation at Edapadiyar, they are backing ADMK completely.
But does that logic hold for southern Tamil Nadu as well? There are 58 seats over here in southern Tamil Nadu. Here the ADMK again almost even Stevens with the DMK alliance, 24 to 34. There it's 22 to 23. TVK expected to pick up over 3 seats here. But this, of course, is quite different from the general perception that DMK is expected to do very well in southern Tamil Nadu. What explains this kind of an outcome? Because DMK is expected, at least by traditional wisdom, to be much stronger in this part of the state.
See, basically what has happened is TVK's entry into this entire southern Tamil Nadu has caused a lot of friction. Because what has happened is the SC votes, which were the bulk of the votes which they got in 2021, now he is literally coming and piercing into them. SC minority, like places like Thoothukudi, Tirunelveli, Kanyakumari, where TVK is not doing so well to win, but TVK is doing enough to damage. And also remember, TTV Dinagaran, who is from Mukkalathur community, is come back to the alliance. As a result of which, and Annamalai is popular in southern Tamil Nadu. So all this, what is happening is that it's giving the strength to AIADMK.
But Annamalai has been contested. He's not been as active as he would have
but he was campaigning. He crisscrossed the entire state and campaign. So what do you see in southern Tamil Nadu is this is the weak spot for ADMK.
Okay.
In that weak spot, they're matching it.
Okay, in the weak spot they are matching it. That is the analysis that JVC is bringing. If you can quickly bring in the other regions of Tamil Nadu as well. In fact, northern and southern Tamil Nadu we have seen. Now it's the Kaveri Delta, a very, very important chunk of seats, 41 seats over here. Over here, the DMK has the slight edge at 21 to 22. ADMK here as well at 19 to 21. TVK at 0.
Madhav, I have to tell you here one thing.
Here as well.
4 seats was what ADMK won, Alliance won in 2021. Now I have thousands of videos where in Delta region, farmers have literally abused the Chief Minister's challenge. Several DMK, people who have DMK symbol in their houses, because paddy was not procured. In acre, Jayalalitha's period, 30,000 rupees per acre was the compensation. Edapadi paid 25,000. Stalin paid just 1,000 rupees. And as a result of which people are saying, we are not happy with the Stalin government. We are DMK workers, but we are not voting for DMK.
Okay, the next region.
But I must bring in one caveat here. You seem to be the outlier as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, JVC.
Neck on the, I'm putting my neck.
You're sticking your neck out?
Absolutely.
Are you sticking your neck out?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, there are some threatening looks coming your way.
Harish is there.
The last region,
quick numbers and the total numbers of the state. Harish, just a minute.
One second,
let's take a look at the total numbers and then we'll come to you in just a minute. You can put in your perspective as well. Yeah. No, that's okay. Let's not get
all right.
Like that.
Harish, you can respond.
How combustible is the atmosphere?
Yes, Congo Nadu is where there are 52 seats. Over here, again, huge majority being given to ADMK at 42 to 46 and DMK just 6 to 8. TVK 0 to 2. And of course, let's bring in the total now, of course, as far as the entire state of Tamil Nadu is concerned. And then we can look at the discussion surrounding that. All right, there's also Greater Chennai with 22 seats. Now, this is specifically Greater Chennai. And just look at what's happening over there. DMK stronghold. This is coming down toward 9 to 12. ADMK is 3 to 4 and TVK 7 to 9, doing better than the ADMK alliance, and that's a significant number as far as Greater Chennai itself is concerned. Quite a few seats over here, 22 seats, and if TVK is picking up 7 to 9, about 40 to 45% of the seats here, that really goes to show whether this could replicate itself across Tamil Nadu and particularly in urban areas. Let's take a look at the overall numbers, and this is how it's stacked up. ADMK 128 to 147. DMK alliance 75 to 95, TVK 8 to 15, and that's as far as the total seats of 234 are concerned. Harish, your analysis, do you agree with this, that ADMK is going to sweep in the north and the western regions of Tamil Nadu? Do you agree with this?
I beg to differ, and I want to make sure outrightly we want to reject this, which has been given as an exit poll. As far as the ground reality is concerned, whatever the welfare measures which has been penetrated length and breadth of Tamil Nadu will make sure to bring back the DMK back to the power. With single-handedly, they will be going for 130 plus. And with an alliance, they will be having an 170 plus will be our projections. And it is a ground reality. Each and every measures which are cutting across each and every section have been penetrated deep down the south and the north. And I don't want to go inside the JVC's predictions, which has always been, I don't want to give a false narration.
The poll of poll numbers is here, and let's take a look at what the other polls are also showing so that we get an average number.
Absolutely. And in fact, as far as the People's Pulse is concerned, clear majority to the DMK alliance, 125 to 145. ADMK here gets 65 to 80, and TVK 18 to 24, a significant number. P-Mark has given 125 to 145. Again, a similar sort of number being given to the DMK alliance. ADMK again at 65 to 85. 16 to 26, the highest perhaps ever to the TVK being given over here, and others in this situation are given 1 to 6. Matriz has given 122 to 132 as far as the DMK alliance is concerned, and AIDMK here gets 87 to 100, TVK getting only 10 to 12 seats, others 0 to 6.
So
Let's take the aggregate.
Let's take the
aggregate. Not just the aggregate. Because the number is very different from the total of the poll polls.
1 minute. Let's get in and welcome two of our senior guests, Pradeep Bhandari of the BJP joining the broadcast, also joining us. Former Deputy Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, T.S. Singhdeo. Welcome to the broadcast here, Mr. Singhdeo. You've been involved in. I want to ask you, one poll outlier says the DMK is trailing, AIA-DMK and the BJP forming the government. All the others are in favor of the DMK and the Congress party. Predicted by yourself, will the DMK and the Congress relationship improve after this?
Good evening, Navika ji. I have been skirting around, but eventually I have been caught by you. I am here with you on the show. So, good evening to you.
Were you avoiding me, sir?
I'm scared to face you.
Oh my God. Not at all, sir. Please say what's on your mind. DMK, according to 3 polls, DMK Congress alliance is likely to form the government once again in Tamil Nadu. Are you surprised by these numbers? Only one outlier poll, which is JVC's.
It's a close thing. The western part of Tamil Nadu is dominated by the AIDMK. The southern part has presence in some good results from the Congress and the DMK. Otherwise, in the northern portion, particularly Chennai, that is where the DMK has been strong. Last time, I think 21 out of 22 seats. So if these hold, if Chennai holds, there's been waterlogging, there have been other issues, and apparently the relief, there has been some relief there. So if that gets across and TVK doesn't cut into the DMK votes, then DMK and the allies are likely to lead. Congress is fighting, I think, only one seat in Greater Chennai. It is the DMK stronghold. And in the south, there it has to hold. There TVK was likely to take away some votes.
But what about the TVK factor? At least most of the polls, Mr. Deo, most of the polls seem to suggest that he will get either between single digits, 8 or 9 seats, or about 15, 16 seats. No one is saying that he's that big a factor that he'll get 40 or 50 seats.
There are pockets, when the voter goes to vote finally, whether as is the trend these days, they go for the winning combination. They support somebody. They may have strong inclinations for somebody. They may want to vote, but eventually they go for deciding this guy is winning, that guy is winning. So okay, we'll vote for them. He's not forming the government. So there have been wild speculation regarding the TVK from let us say 15, 20 seats to 130, 40 seats.
Okay.
So it's very, very difficult to speculate on that factor.
Okay.
That apart, it's been a close fight. It's a close fight.
Well, Rahul Gandhi and Stalin did not share a stage through the course of the Tamil Nadu campaign.
And if whispers in the DMK are anything to go by, Khela Hobe, within this alliance after they win this election, and that those being the whispers. But I like the fact that Mr. Singhdev knows that's likely to happen, and he's smiling. At least you have a sense of humor, Mr. Singhdev. But Pradeep Bhandari.
I have been following JVC's prediction, and particularly for Tamil Nadu, and he's one of the very rare pollsters who's got Tamil Nadu out of 10, 9 times correct. So I'll go by what he says, but he's a bit conservative because we consider there is a massive anti-incumbency in Tamil Nadu. People want a change. People are looking for an alternate. And if you look at the past trajectories of elections, the voter does not give a hung verdict. So if you look at Indian elections since 2014, whether it's a state election or a Lok Sabha elections, the probability for a hung verdict is less than 10%. And we are just looking for a 4% swing. With massive corruption as an issue, with lawlessness as an issue, with Parivarvad as an issue, we see a clear NDA government coming to power.
Pradeep, why are the other pollsters not giving it then?
No, well, I believe that is their scientific model. If you look at his scientific model, particularly for Tamil Nadu, he's got Tamil Nadu out of 10, 9 times correct. And I'm not saying this out of just you can check his data points.
I want to ask you a question, Shekhar, though, on a simple fact. If you are going with TVK, there's no Jayalalitha. A lot of women are also voting for TVK. Are these numbers then realistic? Either the JVC scenario or the others then?
Well, I think the poll of polls is more closer to the indication, because what the poll of polls indicate is if TVK is getting whatever is being shown, then he is hurting the ADMK more than DMK. But TVK's focus has been on DMK. See, that's something that is sticking
So
out.
if you are a TVK inclined voter, you are less affiliated with the DMK, or you're less affiliated with the ADMK? Which, I mean, this is the $1 million question. Who will he hurt more? Will he hurt DMK or will he hurt ADMK?
The way the last 2 months have gone in Tamil Nadu, he will hurt DMK more.
He will hurt DMK
because Vijay has been put through a hell. He could not hold his meetings. He could not hold his rallies. After the Karur incident, in all he addressed only 14 meetings against 80 by Stalin and against 100 something by EPS. He could not even campaign. If despite that we are seeing such figures, that means there is an upsurge. But which way is it going? How is it converting into seats? Those are the big mysteries of this election.
Madhav, just a price. If you recall in Bihar, you had the media and a lot of people were speaking about the quote-unquote Prashant Kishore factor. But when the final voting had come out, you saw that it was a pure bipolar election. So again, reiterating, just a 4% swing is needed. We are very confident, and on 4th May, you will see an NDA government coming back to power. It will not be a hung
Pradeep Bhandari, is that the politician speaking, or is this
This is the psephologist turned politician speaking.
In another avatar, in another life speaking?
No, this is the psephologist turned politician speaking, because data as well as the ground sentiment suggests that NDA is coming back to power.
But I thought you were camping in Bengal. And
I am. So this is what I'm telling you, what I'm hearing from the ground from our Karyakartas in Tamil Nadu. Bengal will see a sweep of NDA.
Rashid Kidwai, who do you think TVK will hurt? DMK or ADMK?
I think that's a $1 million question, but it's hurting.
But I'm asking you the $1 million question.
So it's hurting the BJP ADMK alliance. I think JVC numbers may be right, but the alliance may be different. The winner would be different.
But both the scenarios.
How can the numbers be right if it's inversely proportional?
Yeah. So he will get that number right, but the party will be different.
But the party will be different.
Okay.
But Dharani, I think Salem Dharani of the DMK is also joining us. So Dharani, this is the poll of polls. 3 polls are saying your alliance will win. JVC's poll is saying your alliance is wiped out. You're 75 to 95. The poll of polls suggests it's a very close fight, 112 to 129 to DMK alliance, 86 to 103 to ADMK. But the $1 million question everybody is still asking is, how many seats will Vijay get and who will he hurt more, your party or the ADMK?
Firstly and foremost, I have others exit poll data as well. For example, Chanakya strategies.
which predicted DMK to get about 145 to 160. Further, Agni says DMK is going to get about 169. Axis poll also says we are going to get about 150, which means, and then we have our internal survey which I have access to, which also says that we are going to get more than certain big majority, right? So which means that it's very clear we are going to come to power. I have spoken to people across the streets in Chennai or in Tamil Nadu, interior part of Tamil Nadu. People have voted for the schemes of my chief minister, and I don't think anyone even said AIADMK. When it comes to opposition, the DMK, it was always split. It was either the new party, it was either the NTK, and not everyone felt that the opposition to the DMK was naturally the NDA. That was not there. The opposition to the DMK was actually split because people did not want to trust Mr. Edappadi Palaniswamy also, or rather they didn't trust him at all.
So you're saying TVK will not hurt you at all? Rajagopalan, do you agree with him? Because Salim Dharnidharan says TVK is only hurting the AIADMK, and on the panel it's been called the $1 million question.
TVK will hurt DMK because DMK wanted to crush Mr. Vijay's popularity emotionally, financially, and also. Why should DMK bring this wife of Mr. Vijay, Sangeeta? Why should they do with Jananayakan? Why should they with Karur? So therefore, my point is, DMK is on the weak side. I am very, supportive of Mr. JVC because I also do some sort of research on Tamil Nadu. This is my 45th year of doing it. DMK is not returning to power. It is dump because confused Rahul Gandhi created a vacuum in Tamil Nadu. Because of Rahul Gandhi, DMK is being defeated because Rahul Gandhi wanted to go with TVK. He dumped the DMK at the last time.
Salim Dharnidharan, has Rahul Gandhi's prevarication cost the DMK some amount of political advantage?
Firstly and foremost, results are going to come on May 4th. Exit polls have shown us in positive. So what is the...
Chalo. Okay.
No.
Okay, Anna.
Please leave out me as a Tamilian. You never get me.
You are more a Punjabi than a Tamilian. Please, go ahead.
No, but a couple of things. Look, yes, the vote would have been extracted from either DMK or AIADMK, but let's not ignore the anti-incumbency factor. So I'm inclined more towards the fact that Vijay would take more out of DMK than the AIADMK. But having said that, just 10 seconds, can I take this opportunity to gently prod my good friends from the DMK to at least thank the Election Commission? Because now that they are so confident of their thumping majority, will they at least say that despite SIR, despite all those biases, the elections were free and fair? Will you at least admit that?
It is always free and fair in Tamil Nadu, whether it is a BJP rule in the center or Congress rule in the center. So don't take the credit. And the SIR, when it comes to SIR, there is no hangama voted. When it comes to 2021 election and 2026, only a marginal 20 lakh voters have been included, which has been predominantly the same factor election after election. So there is no SIR effect in this particular election. When it comes to new voters, almost 14 lakh voters have been newly enrolled in this particular electoral, which can shift towards TVK.
Cited a lot of issues with the SIR.
Yeah, so good job. There are multiple defections as other parties have given.
But you're still winning.
Of course we will be. Of course. We are not a party.
Don't ask that question. Don't ask that question.
I think you should ask Salem also. To be fair, you should ask Salem.
They will not thank the election commission. If they lose, they will blame the election commission. You can't have it both ways. Decide today. Are you winning?
Of course we are winning with dumping.
Then should you say thank you to election commission?
How come? Why should? You tell me a clear answer. Why we should? It is their duty. It is their duty to make sure to clean the electoral. Whether it has been done in a right way or a false way. That is the only thing you have to look at.
So then they haven't done anything.
Why we have to thank the electoral commission?
No, you said the election commission is against the opposition parties, opposition at the center parties. It hasn't. You're still winning.
But Navika, have you ever heard a winning side, in any sports, thanking them back?
Okay. Point.
What happens to the gerrymandering charge? That's clearly not happening.
I don't believe that you can link what has been done with the SIR all over, including the logical discrepancy. I don't think you can delink it from whatever result comes. And I think it's too much to say, oh, just because it came, the opposition won, means it's all fine. No, it's not fine if even one citizen is left out. It's not fine if people are harassed. It's not fine if people leave their jobs. It's not fine. But I want to just add one thing. I heard from a DMK source, yesterday I was making a few calls, that they thought the Congress was dragging them down. The Congress was underperforming, and what the charade that the Congress played with one faction, you know which faction, I think you know, one game played by an ambitious Rajya Sabha member who has not got the Rajya Sabha because of the DMK.
Aspiring Rajya Sabha.
Aspiring congressman who wants to desperately be in the Rajya Sabha, and the DMK wants. Can I just finish?
1 minute, let it complete.
And the Congress and the DMK has just ruled it out entirely that he will ever go to the Rajya Sabha because one minister of theirs got into trouble because of some conversation that he recorded. All of that is history, and that a whole
I haven't understood this at all. There are too many riddles in this about. We understand.
I'm not giving you the name.
Simple.
Madam knows
English.
I'll have to tell you this later. We can't say this on record. We'll have to tell you this later.
But he wanted Congress to go with Vijay. Vijay said, I will share power with you. I'll give you the deputy chief ministership. No, I'm saying.
No.
Rahul Gandhi did not like the alliance.
Rahul wanted it.
Rahul Gandhi did not want this alliance.
See, Rahul wanted to go with Vijay. There were several parallels.
Take it from me. Congress.
All right.
Congress would be ready
Okay,
for single digits.
whatever happened is in the past. As of now, elections have happened, and it's time to go to the big state. Highest ever voting that has taken place. Well, over to you, Madhav.
Things can change tomorrow. I think before we go to West Bengal, a quick look at what's happened in Puducherry as well, and then we will shift focus there. Of course, the fifth state that is going to polls. Let's quickly get in the Puducherry numbers if we can up on the screen over here. As far as Puducherry is concerned, the numbers that are going to come in, and of course,
I think Sharif
West
loves
Bengal,
Tamil Nadu numbers so much he's not firing.
The button is stuck. I think the button is stuck at this point of time. The machine, okay, the machine is hanging over there. But we can tell our viewers that the numbers as far as Bengal are concerned are extremely high. They've crossed 90%. I think that's a record turnout as far as this particular phase is concerned. And if you go by the first phase, the numbers kept rising to around 930, at least in terms of the website. So huge numbers and huge turnout as far as West Bengal. But before we get the Puducherry numbers, I want to get in a quick sense from Shekhar here. What happened to TVK? There were those who were saying he's going to get 25%, 30%. Clearly, that's fizzled out. He's not in a kingmaker position at all.
No, I don't think he will be able to go beyond even 5 seats. But he will do the damage. He will do the damage certainly, but I don't think he will be able to. I mean, the kind of figures are coming 20, 50, they are too big figure to.
Well, we must look at the poll numbers as more and more polls are being added. In fact, Access My India still not added to this number, and Access My India has given it wholly and squarely to the UDF, higher range than this. These are still the older numbers that are coming up.
Yeah, in fact, let's quickly look at this. Let's quickly look at this. To the DMK, I think 150. He's given it to the DMK.
But can I just make one small point about kingmaker till Jashish talk? You see, we always associate kingmaker with the number of seats you get and then you decide. No, that's the wrong way of looking at it, or just one way of looking at it. Kingmaker also can be one who's cut the votes out.
Yeah.
So, let's redefine what a kingmaker is.
Vote share is always
I think Vijay has already acted as a kingmaker.
Vote share is always a loser's argument.
I don't think Vijay
It is numbers that matter.
Yeah, of course.
Seats that matter.
Because you want to share in the government.
If it's much closer than this, as far as we were talking about Kerala, of course, but of course, if the DMK and ADMK alliance, if the difference between them is a lot lesser, then perhaps TVK could make a difference. We don't know. At least that's not what the exit polls are predicting. For Kerala, of course, the numbers are very clear. 57 to 66. For the LDF, 72 to 82. For UDF, NDA, 2 to 5. All right, let's get in the Puducherry numbers. I'm told Puducherry numbers are there and ready to fire. Let's quickly go across to that. And this is the number as far as NDA is concerned. 15 to 16. TVK, 1 to 2. UPA getting 11 to 13, others 0 to 1. So of the total seats of 30, a clear majority for the NDA is what JVC's exit poll is predicting. JVC, quick comment from you on this.
It may not be, see, a lot of seats are low margin, very less margin. 7,000, 8,000 are the voters in few constituencies. So it can swing. Pondicherry can be anybody's game. But I think NDA has got a better chance than the UPA, again because the alliance between Congress and DMK did not stick. Though there were a lot of multiple contests. Last minute, VCK fielded the candidates and just few days before elections came and said, don't vote for my party, don't vote for my symbol.
Okay. All right, and there's a quick update. This is what CEC Ganesh Kumar is saying on the West Bengal turnout. He says it's the highest ever percentage of polling in West Bengal in both phase 1 and phase 2 since independence. Chunav ka Paschim Bengal ka garv. That is a statement of Chief Election Commissioner. It's crossed 91% at the moment, of course, likely to go up perhaps another percentage or 2 points. Let's go across to the big numbers that we're all, of course, waiting for. The first phase, in fact, let's look at the West Bengal numbers. If you can quickly get that up on the screen. And this is the numbers that we are waiting for. Phase 1. TMC at 49 to 57, BJP here at 89 to 102. So huge gap between the two alliances as far as the BJP and the TMC are concerned. CPM expected to pick up 1 seat. Congress expected to pick up around 2 seats, others at 1. So advantage BJP in the first phase of 152, 89 to 102 is the numbers that BJP is likely to pick up. TMC between 49 to 57. So this is, of course, something that has been discussed. Advantage BJP is something that pretty much all analysts have spoken about. Let's quickly get into numbers on. Niladri, you want to come in on this? Is this the kind of outcome that you expect as far as phase 1 is concerned?
Not exactly these numbers, but I would give a little bit, it will be 70 to 80 for TMC and then balance to BJP.
70 to 80 for TMC and balance to BJP. So then you're saying it's advantage TMC even in the first phase?
Yes, yes.
It's advantage TMC?
Yes, definitely.
So BJP not expected to do well. Pradeep, you agree with that?
Well, first of all, at the outset, I think something which has to be acknowledged, that for the first time in the history of Bengal elections, since 16 assembly elections, 0 incidents of killing in an election has taken place. For the first time, you've seen that in 2021, 1,681 incidents of violence happened in 2021. At this moment, it is not even 50 incidents of violence. So hats off to the security forces.
I think that deserves a big round of applause for the Election Commission. I really think so. The Election Commission, the central paramilitary forces that were deployed, they deserve kudos.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think to begin a new chapter of elections in Bengal without any killing taking place. Yes, there have been a few incidents of violence even today, but there's been no loss in life. And that is something, Sanjay Jha, you'd like to welcome and actually note a new phase of polling in Bengal?
Well, I want to say one thing. One is the manifestation of violence. The other is the undercurrent of what I would call as serious tensions at the ground level. Now, even your channel reported the aggressive violence that was resorted to. Now, you count violence as the number of people dead. That may not be the case. But as we all recognize, polarization doesn't mean that everything has to be burning. Polarization also means as to the kind of hate or the degree of animosity that is created between communities. And to that extent, I would blame the BJP.
Violence took place earlier, but it was accompanied with deaths. This time, no death has been released. At least, give the credit where it is due. But Riju Datta is in. Thank you very much, Riju Datta, for joining us. And I know you are going to completely denounce the Election Commission, the paramilitary forces, and all the statements coming in. Also joining us, Dinesh Vashne of the CPI. Welcome to this broadcast, Riju Datta. Happy? Highest turnout of voters in phase 1 and phase 2, almost 91% plus, and no death. New chapter in Bengal?
First of all, very, very happy that people have been able to vote and people have come out and participated in this festival of democracy. Second, there has been a death. I'm just updating and people have come out and participated in this festival of democracy. Second, there has been a death. I'm just updating the viewers of your channel. In Udaynarayanpur, an 81-year-old man who was slapped by CRPF has died. So there has been one death. The CRPF, at the behest of Amit Shah, probably at the orders of Amit Shah, with all these chewing gum observers and so-called specialists, have beaten up 7-year-old kids. These people who do kirtan as Hindu has beaten up Hindu women in Falta. Those visuals are there. Probably Times Now it has not reached Times Now. If they want, I can send the video directly to you, Navika ji. So these are things that have happened. And there has been one death because of a slap by a CRPF Jawan. So this is the thing. But overall, comparative to other years, it has been much peaceful election. I will also say that. But
okay.
Yeah.
Riju, so, we'll get to the nitty-gritties, but I think we should pull out the phase 2 numbers as well. We've given out the phase 1 numbers, phase 2 and the overall state.
Yeah.
I think then we'll have a lot more to talk about.
A lot more clarity in terms of the actual state itself. Phase 2 is at these numbers, TMC at 84 to 92, BJP 49 to 57. So TMC has a clear advantage. And this is not really unexpected because last time around BJP's numbers here were 18. So BJP has done much better than last time. This is a phase where TMC continues to dominate as such. But the numbers of TMC, of course, not surprisingly, far better in phase 2. CPM and Congress at 0. Let's quickly get up the overall numbers as far as West Bengal is concerned. These are how it's stacking up. BJP gets the advantage at 138 to 159, TMC 131 to 152, CPM 1, Congress 2. JVC, explain these numbers because you have given a clear majority to the BJP.
But very close.
But still very clear. It's not a clear majority. It is 10 short of majority if you look at it. So that's what I said. Phase 1, there was a huge advantage for BJP. Phase 2, it's all there because how much can BJP run? They ran. But have they crossed the finishing line? Or are they left behind? We might have to adjust the numbers also.
So these are not the final numbers you're saying?
These are numbers which we got by 5 p.m. today. Because and also raw numbers, we just fed into the whole thing and gave. We didn't do any analysis, nothing, quality checks, nothing.
So how do you come with this number then?
So
if you haven't done it,
whatever data we have collected, we have got,
people have
told
you.
We have been able to pump it. That's it. And also told your team that if we find some discrepancies, we will correct it tomorrow. Because we wanted to release it today.
But largely you think directionally the BJP is ahead?
Yeah, but we need to look at how much BJP has breached today. Because South Parganas and all, they would not have breached.
Okay.
But
Ugly. Couple of things. I think when it all,
one second,
when it all started.
Since you've given a detail, let's no, it's very interesting. I would like to know which is the CPM.
Yeah, I'll give you.
Please tell me, and let's hold you to your words, and tell me the Congress seats. Since you're being so specific.
Well, as he goes through the seats, Dr.
Yeah, so as before the exit polls were out, I predicted 2 slides and 2 landslides.
This is not a landslide.
And I don't want to beat my drum, but I think it's going according to what I predicted. 2 slides were Kerala and Tamil Nadu, and 2 landslides were Assam
and Bengal.
And let me just say this: if you already predict BJP is going to get 140, 150. Then in reality they're going to get a landslide.
Even more.
They cannot get this.
I agree with that. If it is moving in that direction, it will move further in that direction.
But phase 1 had so much of legs for BJP. Because Amit Shah himself said we will win more than 110 seats. No, we are giving only 101 as the maximum and 89 as the least. But how much can they run in the phase 2? That's my question.
But they have, even as per your number, this is very, very
if they run this far, they've
if it is this far, then, sometimes it turns out to be a wave election. And I don't know if we are seeing a wave election.
Our surveyors have not been able to get answers from people.
One at a time.
First of all, the second phase is very important. In the last election, it was only 18 seats. Now, today we are seeing that you are giving them around 57 seats. 10% vote share jump would be very difficult for BJP, at least in this phase. Therefore, what you are saying is that these are raw numbers. In the second phase, I agree completely with the fact that first phase may have been very close with TMC and BJP neck to neck. And BJP a little bit ahead.
You are saying that even though last time BJP there was 59 and TMC was 92.
Yes.
If they can improve so much in the first phase, why are you saying that it's not possible to do so in the second phase?
Navika, you have to understand the demography of the land. The second phase is the TMC's bastion. The second phase, South 24 Parganas, North 24 Parganas, Howrah, Nadia, these are TMC's bastion.
Okay.
And this has
all
been
right.
all throughout.
Okay, I'm coming to you. Riju Datta It's very, very close according to JVC's poll. These are raw data. He says corrections will be made as we go along, but extremely close. And that's what we are seeing on the ground, at least in terms of the rhetoric that's coming out. Bahut jhagda hai bhai. That happens when it's very keenly contested.
Okay, Navika ji, just give me 2 minutes of your courtesy. First thing I want to say that in 2021, the poll of polls gave BJP 147, Trinamool Congress 143 in 2021. Trinamool ended up with 214 and BJP 77. And then some exit pollsters, I don't want to name or blame anybody, they ended up crying on national TV. In 2024, the poll of polls gave BJP 28 seats and Trinamool Congress 14. And you can verify it. Trinamool ended up with 29 and BJP 12. So my only humble submission is that there should be, I think it is high time that all over all the media channels and everywhere, the people who are conducting exit polls, with all due respect, there should be some sort of accountability. Number one. And number two, my last submission is this, that after giving BJP's full might in Bengal, Pradhan Mantri for the first time in a state election said, I am on the ticket, mere ko aap vote dijiye. So if these are the numbers, and if these numbers hold true, then BJP is forming the government and Trinamool Congress is losing. So will BJP and the people who are doing the polls take a simple challenge that if come 4th May, BJP cannot cross 100, and please hear me clearly, if BJP cannot cross 100 and Trinamool Congress touches 200, will Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi resign?
I know Derek O'Brien is already tweeting and saying all things about polls, but look at these poll of poll numbers, and I want to draw your attention to these. Just go through it, Madhav. It is like a cliffhanger.
Pretty much as far as CPM, Congress and others are concerned, that's not really going to play a major picture. I'm just going to focus on these two columns because if you look at each poll, each one has painted a vividly different picture. Look at Madras. They are saying 125 to 140 for TMC and BJP gets in this scenario 146 to 161. One of the highest, including P mark, which is 118 to 138 for TMC and similarly for BJP at about 150 to 175. So these two polls are predicting a clear majority as such as far as BJP is concerned. If you look at People's Pulse, they are saying 177 to 187 for TMC, BJP at 95 to 110. And at the same time, of course, that's pretty much the only poll because if you look at the other polls as well, Praja poll as well as Poll Diary are giving clear majority as far as the BJP is concerned. So People's Pulse has a very interesting number. But if you look at even Praja poll and Poll Diary, the numbers that they're giving to the TMC are far less than PMark and Matriza. Let's look at the poll of polls. 122 to 142 for the TMC, BJP 141 to 164. So BJP a slight advantage over here as far as the halfway mark is concerned. Perhaps if you take the aggregate of the poll of polls and of course has the advantage. But I have a question. If we have a larger number of voters, notwithstanding the voter percentage, but the actual voter Shekhar here about 20 lakhs ahead more in the first phase, and that's expected to be a similar trend in the second phase. Is this not a wave election? Can one really say so? And if so, would it not be a completely landslide? It would be this close. Is that really possible?
No, the problem with these projections is, BJP doesn't have that kind of a thing to, win in the second phase so many seats. See, from 18, you can't jump to 100 plus. Hello. See, I'll tell you, the People's Pulse, where I see Mamata crossing the half-line mark, getting 20 more, that looks more realistic.
Okay, Pradeep Bhandari is now sharpening his claws and he's going to come out gunning for everybody. Come on.
First of all, Navika ji, the spokesperson of Bobby Hakeem peddled fake news. It was an AI-generated video. No CRPF has slapped an old man. That is a... Bobby Hakeem. Do not revert. Do not... I was listening to... Is Bobby Hakeem not the part of Trinamool Congress? Has he resigned from TMC?
He is not the
spokesperson. Is Bobby Hakeem not the... Are you a TMC spokesperson? Are you a TMC... Navika ji, I will...
Let's get to the point. He's a TMC man. Spokesperson or not is besides the point.
Stop being a TMC stooge out here.
Let's get to the point. Complete your point.
Yeah. First of all, it's fake news. No CRPF Jawan has slapped an old man. It's an AI peddled video which is circulated by Trinamool Congress. Point number 2. Please note this down. Not just the BJP will cross the majority mark, the BJP will emphatically one-way win this election. He was absolutely correct because in 2021, 1,681 incidents or violence was there. This is why Calcutta High Court had to say after elections, there is no rule of law, law of the ruler. This time the goons like Jahangir and the goons of Trinamool Congress were not able to scientifically rig the elections except 2 booths of Falta where you will see voting happening again. Now to Shekhar Iyer, 38% is what the vote the Bharatiya Janata Party got in the last assembly election, which was a 28% jump than the last election. In 2024 assembly Lok Sabha projections, if you add the projections, you are sitting at a base of 90. We just need a 4,000 seat increase to touch a base of 40 in 140 in 40 seats. Now coming to it, in the past also it has happened in Bengal. Recall the jump of Trinamool Congress by 15% between 2006 and 11, where the voting had increased by 4 percentage points. Here you are seeing voting increase by 8 percentage points. Study 16 assembly elections in Bengal. Whenever the voting has jumped by more than 4%, you have seen an anti-incumbency vote. So not just the BJP will win, sir.
Riju Datta, he's making a fair point. He's making a fair point. Look at the change between 2016 and 2021. The BJP grew by leaps and bounds from 10% of the vote to about 38% of the vote. Can't they do it again? And the highest ever voter turnout happened in 2011. Is it history repeating itself?
Can I come in, Navika ji?
Yes, sir. Questions are to you, sir.
Yes, see, rather than going into this nitty-gritty and these numbers, which I completely disagree, and I don't even give these numbers the worth. The paper that is printed on is probably worth more than these numbers. But again, I will say one thing. Pradeep Bhandari is extremely confident, good for him. According to these numbers, BJP is forming the government. He does not have to align chairs anymore. He will probably become a minister or something. Good for them. All the best. One question.
Being a stooge of Bobby Hakim. You know what Bobby Hakim said? He wants to make Calcutta Muslim majority. We'll not let that happen. Do not worry. You will not be able to read counting also this time.
Navika, the undue advantage from the studio. Can I finish my point?
No, there's no.
That's why I keep inviting. You to the studio, Riju Datta.
Can I finish?
Pradeep, allow him to speak. Allow him.
Yes. So again, I will go back to my question.
Okay, 1 minute, gentlemen. Take a deep breath. Pranayam kariye. Pranayam kariye. Okay, all right. Please lower the fader of the studio. Riju Datta, 45 seconds to Riju Datta. Let him complete his point. Pradeep, I'm coming to you. Hold on.
I just need 10 seconds. Rather than giving all these bombastic dialogues on your channel, does Pradeep Bhandari, the BJP spokesperson, have the guts to say that if BJP does not cross 100, Narendra Modi will resign? Finished. End of conversation.
You don't believe the numbers. You don't believe the numbers. Well, let me.
गोवा में जिसको देश के हर कोने में जीरो मिली और इसको बंगाल की जनता भी सत्ता से हटाएगी।
दिनेश वाशने
को बंगाल की जनता तोड़ेगी। इंतजार करो तुम।
Dinesh Vashne also on the show. Left parties not making any significant inroads into anything here as the numbers are stacked. CPM 0 everywhere. Congress, some people are giving it 2 seats, everybody else is giving it a 0. So Dinesh Vashne, where is the left? Where is the left? Where is the Congress? Is it just a bipolar contest?
No. First of all, this is a narrative of the television channels that this poll in Bengal was only between BJP and TMC. It is not. Left is fighting very boldly, and we are expecting to win some seats, and we will be performing better vote percentage in many of the seats this time, even in first phase and second phase. As far as seats are concerned, we may win some seats, but this is not an election between BJP and Congress, though the channels have tried their level best to even these, I have serious objections to these numbers shown in the poll survey.
Last time, sir, how many did you have? Last time, how many did you have?
Last time we lost all seats.
Okay.
I agree.
All right.
Last time we lost all seats, but before that we had 8 seats.
Okay.
We lost all seats. But this is not necessary that last time we lost, we will not win this time. We have won many of the municipal elections during these polls last time in West Bengal.
Okay.
Even last time the poll said that in Kerala we are left front government is going back, then is going to lose, but we won. And same time this will happen also. So this poll came at around 3 p.m. and people are voting. Still people are voting in many of the booths. 40% people have only given this opinion in survey.
66 could well be on the way to even crossing perhaps the first phase, which was at around 93%. That number could perhaps be increased. It's at 91.66%. And this is, of course, voting till about 7 p.m. The numbers, of course, constantly get updated, particularly as the rural districts, those areas where there may be large clues as far as the polling booths are concerned. People vote over there, and that number does rise. By around 9:30, perhaps we would have the final figure as far as the final turnout in the state of West Bengal is concerned. But I believe we have all the poll of poll numbers. Let's quickly go across to the poll of poll numbers before we shift focus. This is, of course, West Bengal. 122 to 142 is it what's predicted for the TMC, BJP 141 to 164, and of course 2 to 5 for others. Let's look at other states.
All group, what is their poll showing?
Well, we don't carry other channels polls.
You
so
carrying?
You'll, you know, these are pollsters.
No, I just actually wanted to know what are they.
We'll check that and come back to you. Let's take a look at Kerala.
Yeah, Kerala vote 5 is 58 to 68 for LDF, UDF at 70 to 80, and how it stacks up as far as the poll of polls is concerned: 55 to 65 for LDF, 73 to 84 for the UDF. So UDF clearly, of course, forming the government as far as these poll of polls and exit polls are concerned. Let's look at the next state as well. If we can quickly bring in Assam numbers, this is how Assam numbers are stacked up as far as the poll diary, PMark, Matrice, Vote 5 and Axis My India polls. 87 to 99 for the NDA. The Congress just managing to get 23 to 33, 2 to 6 in fact as far as the AIDF is concerned. And that of course clearly gives the numbers in a 126 seat assembly to the NDA alliance in Assam. Tamil Nadu, another big state that is, of course, going to see some interesting numbers. Various predictions. JVC's poll, of course, the outlier over there, giving 75 to 95, and ADMK, of course, getting 128 to 147. The poll of poll numbers, 112 to 129 for the DMK alliance. ADMK gets 86 to 103. TVK, which was expected to make a huge splash, gets 13 to 19, and others get 1 to 5. So this is how the poll of poll numbers are really stacked up as far as the 4 states that are going to the polls are concerned. And of course, there is also, of course, all right, this is the Tamil Nadu update. All right, I believe this is the new addition. Axis My India's numbers 92 to 110 for DMK.
And look at the TVK numbers. Oh my God!
Wow.
So this is what I was discussing with Shekhar Iyer earlier.
Can we check the graphic? It's
have we inverted ADMK
TVK numbers.
Yeah, we need to perhaps.
Wow.
No, this is
the government if
this
he gets this number.
This is
the correct number.
Well,
so
may I tell you that
Shekhar Iyer, all the youth, all the women. If this is believed to be true, what has happened over here? They are actually getting more than even the DMK. Is that
I'm
really
inclined to form a political party and go for the exit polls, Madhav.
Yeah, it's true. Phenomenal.
Well, Axis My India
This is true.
Axis My India is giving 98 to 120 to
if this is true, Vijay will become chief minister. The AIADMK will support him from outside. If this number is true.
Without any mind.
This is not my number. This is Axis My India's number.
I object. Harish ji, I object. Please do not cast aspersions on the voters.
Generally, you know, the Tamil Nadu people are not
that on the voters. They are very
intelligent.
intelligent. Every election they choose their government.
Directly come to the
just because
CM
they choose DVK does not mean that voters are finished.
Navika, give me a fact.
Anand.
Very unfortunate, and I think 2 panelists should have the large heart to apologize. Harish ji and Sanjay. Why do we patronize the voters? Now he's saying if this is true, do you think Tamil Nadu voters are that foolish? Sanjay is saying, well, are they so bigoted that, you know, they are voting BJP? People who have voted DMK have also voted, Harish, 1 second. People who have voted Congress have voted BJP, removed BJP, voted Congress again. It's nothing to do with bigotry or polarization. Harish, let me
with due respect.
So please.
MGR, before becoming the CM, he was there with the politics for almost 25 years. And this guy, with due respect to Mr. Vijay, want directly to switch from the film directly
I
to
don't
the
believe
chair.
this. Personally,
Do you think the people of Tamil Nadu
of
who
that
are there for
matters.
almost
None of that
100 years,
matters.
have been civilized with the ideological fact, will directly go and vote to give this kind of majority.
If people have made up their mind, they've made up their mind. It doesn't matter whether it's
I strongly object anybody calling names to the voters. The voters are the bosses, my friend, for all political parties. You know, political parties and political leaders should never forget they report to the people of India. And it is the people who take a decision, make a decision. Do not call them silly, stupid, foolish. Please, unacceptable.
Clear.
I unlike the DMK spokesperson, we bow down to the voter, whatever the verdict is, but I make two bold predictions. Post these election results, you will see the India alliance falling apart, people in the India alliance not accepting Rahul Gandhi's leadership, and you will see reconfiguration of the India alliance happening after this.
The same kind of propaganda has been given on
Pradeep Bhandari, 1 minute. Even before Bengal elections were concluded. Harish, 1 minute. Can I speak? Pradeep Bhandari, the BJP was busy getting people over from other political parties in the opposition even while elections were going. We don't have to wait for elections for that to happen. आप किसी भी मौसम में ले सकते हैं दूसरी तरफ से लोगों को.
ये शास्त्रों में लिखा है.
हाँ. और हम सब कल पैदा हुए थे, ये भी शास्त्रों में लिखा है.
1 minute on this number. I just want to come in. Yeah.
About this, looks very, out of this thing, character out of place to see that TVK making that big. But we know that this has happened in 1983. N.T. Ramarao did it. And so there is always a novelty factor. I always believe, and I discussed with Zaka, that for TVK it's now or never. So there cannot be a sequel, there cannot be a remake of that.
Absolutely. And in southern states, film personalities have held an attraction. MGR, Jayalalitha, NTR have been phenomenons of the past. Shekhar Iyer, you can't disagree with me.
You cannot compare NTR and Vijay. See, that is the problem. And also, don't forget the one elephant we are not discussing in the room. How much of money the ruling combine has spent on each voter, apart from the announcements in the manifestos.
How much of money Jagan spent, Jagan gave. See, the point is that nobody, I don't think any one of us, I have to tell you that Vijay's support, the noise is so much. The noise is so much. But when we had to go to the rural villages, that is where we found that his support was shallow. But on the streets of Chennai, in the urban areas, so many people were shouting Vijay, 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 unprecedented.
Votes and seats, we don't know. We are completely out of time. I can just sum up these elections. Assam, well, most polls saying goes to the NDA. Bengal, the jury is out, extremely close, extremely keenly contested. One poll is an outlier which gives it to the TMC. All the others show a close contest with the BJP. Is one right or all the others right? We don't know. Tamil Nadu, one outlier which gives it to the ADMK and one gives it to TVK. All the others give it to the DMK. Even Stevens, there's a lot of discussion that will happen. Khela to roz ho raha hai. Keralam, well, most people saying the UDF is coming in, LDF is going out. It will be a communist Mukt Bharat after that. And Puducherry, advantage NDA. That's the way it's stacked, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, remember to be with us all evening today as we look at these numbers. And of course, 4th of May, the Election News headquarters here on Times Now, because it's not done till the results actually keep coming in, pouring in on Result Day Live. We'll see you then. Thank you very much for joining us on this broadcast. Zaka?
Good night, and our coverage continues right on the other side. Pranesh will be here. The national picture. There's been some big, bold predictions. India alliance will collapse. Will that happen or not? We'll know right on the other side. Stay with Times Now.